So I think it was a very good session, and I was able to reflect in all things that happened to me that were so good in my life. And I like also the way that we were given an opportunity just to look at ourselves and forget about kids and all the families. So I think it was a very good thing. I think my heart is no longer a stone now, it's a fleshy heart.
Wow, thank you. I've just imagined how selfish I was to myself and not taking care of myself. Now I saw the need and the importance of having a me time, and I think I almost slept, as I was going through my inner person. Thank you so much.
Yeah, I saw you.
Thank you. For me, it was a reflection, and I was taken aback and to reflect on especially things that makes me happy. I liked very much that moment, and I could see different colors whilst I was closing my eyes. The first time it was reddish and it went like yellowish or light. So those moments and the emotion changing from how I feel and how I think back on what I've been through. So yeah, thank you very much for the experience.
No, thanks for me. I think we hardly get to do self or become self-aware of yourself, or self-reflection. I think it was more than simply introspection, because usually what you do is that you often want to introspect and look at either your areas of strength or weaknesses. But I think this exercise was completely different. It's wanting you to become aware of yourself. And I agree with Mr. Zazi is that sometimes we don't equate sufficient times to ourselves. It's never really about us, and I think it's about others. You want to keep the family happy, you want to keep bosses happy, you want to keep the in-laws happy, friends happy, but you often neglect yourself in the process. So I think it was a very good exercise to become aware of your surroundings. I think some stuff we haven't, seen in the longest of time. Thinking about how you feel, you don't often get that. It happens in the spur of the moment, but not being intentional about it. So for me, the exercise was good. Teach us a lot about our dreams and our aspirations. And starting off from the first question of who are you, I think it takes us there. So it's a lot of work on our end to kind of not simply escalating, but just find new layers of who you are as you break down some of the socialization. It's a very stronghold. It holds us back, and we find it difficult to break out of it. But I think exercise like this, think about that 60-year-old you said, love the hardest as you can, love, play, become playful again. So for me, it was very, I think, it's quite enlightening.
Tibi? Huh?
Wow, one person.
She hasn't said anything. I see what's going on, and it's not acceptable, but sure, it's fine. Nyanyega.
I know my husband can talk. So.
No, but guys, it was a personal experience, or was I not in the same personal experience we were all in?
I think he had his own
It was individual, it was very.
A lot of points have already been said. So let me just leave to me.
But we want them in your
Do you know? Okay, let me actually explain why.
It's yours. Just one highlight is that I've realized that I didn't know myself. Now, after this exercise, I think I know myself better.
Thank you. Sissy?
Okay. Hello. Okay, I realized that we've got deep down dreams like that you sometimes just push aside, or you're like, okay, fine, let me just do this for now, let me do this, but then kind of reminded us
Well, it brought a lot of fun for me. Um, well, it made me to think more about what I want in future. Yeah, I think a lot of things. It would be better if you started with me. A lot of things.
Yeah.
Mentioned,
Yeah. Puti?
First of all, thank you to the co-leaders for inviting us. And thanks to you for your session. It provoked a lot of questions in my mind. And how do you balance your own needs vis-a-vis the needs of your family, the needs of your wife, kids, the reality on the ground? It also raises a lot of questions as to, is it going to be fair to just look at mine without considering them within this journey? And going deep into understanding yourself, as you put it, Mamutipi, just going deep in understanding you is a very difficult thing, because for the past 14 years, I've been avoiding knowing me. And to think that I need to go there, I don't even know how to go there. Because over the years, I've created this shield. Because going there and knowing yourself, and it's not something that is nice, in the sense that there are other responsibilities now that you cannot run away from. And you need to know yourself based on these responsibilities and how do they fit into you now, other than knowing yourself and going back to your initial question of just knowing yourself and forget about other things. This exercise also provoked that, because in what I was writing, I could not really separate myself from people that are in my life currently. I cannot separate myself from who I am. I cannot separate from myself from what I need for me to achieve what I want to achieve. And what I want to achieve will be, the resources will be either my title, my work, my. So it's kind of difficult to separate those if you want to realize your dream, because our dreams are also informed by what is happening around us. And that was the challenge. And above all, is how do you, it also raised fears. The fact that my partner is here, I just wonder if she gets a chance to actually look at herself and get to know what is it that she wants. Am I featuring?
You. Deep killing. I hear you.
Am I featuring?
No, but it's an honest one, yeah?
As a partner, she will also rely on me as to go this journey. Do I have these resources that she will need for her to achieve that? It's a scary thing if you think about it, and but it was a good exercise. I appreciate it. Yeah.
Thank you. So that I can go around.
okay.
I really enjoyed the session, and if you remember when we started, for me it really it speaks to me from originally when we started, and more than anything, I enjoyed the interaction. I enjoyed running around. I enjoyed seeing you guys, and I wish that we could just dance and keep going and have this session throughout the day. And because more than anything, my spirit enjoyed it, and I loved the house. I loved seeing the guys doing his car over there, and even just expressing myself on the paper and writing Mrs. Q's, session wish list, the music and the music, and also seeing my husband his dance moves. Yeah, because whenever we must dance in our houses, my kids are there and they'll say, we don't want another sibling, why are you dancing? And things like that. But here now it was more like a nice flow, and that it even allowed me to see me beyond Gonupi, the Koviles house. Yeah. Fantastic.
Yeah.
Mrs. Q,
What was the question?
what came up for you? What are your takeaways? Any feedback you can offer us about what you experienced and, the session.
Okay, about the session. Okay, what have my take home for the session is I've just realized who I am. I've just realized my purpose in life. I've just realized that everything that I've been asking God, what is my purpose in life? What are your plans about me? So today I found out that everything that I have been doing, it's actually the plan of God for my life. I've realized that I am not living for myself. I'm living for others. And I'm not going to be deep, okay? Another thing that I loved about the session, I'm happy to hear the feedback from the people, because when you said you asked me to prepare a lunch, I'm like, actually when we meet, we eat and talk about petty things that they do not develop us or add value to ourselves, or we are not learning anything from them. So God helped me to come up with something that everyone will love, everyone will learn something, everyone can have something to take home, or a homework, a mind, something to take home and think about and talk about, and said, from this gathering I've learned this. Because I believe that for the world to change, for the community to change, it begins with us. So whenever we meet like this, I believe that someone must take something positive, something that is going to change that person, so that that person can make an impact to those who are close or around him or her. So I'm happy to see everyone enjoyed the session. Actually, I think if I was not the host, I would have enjoyed it more, because it's difficult to be a host to think like, okay, are they enjoying it? You have to look at their body language and their faces, and then, yeah, that's my take. But out of it all, I think I know my purpose, and I know what I have to do. And yeah, that's it.